Yeah, logo time. Alright.
Just get some idea.
A little
of
bit
where we're
glare,
at
but it
here.
looks good. Okay,
Yeah.
sure. Yep.
Okay, cool.
Okay, very cool. Alright.
Don't show them your Sam's Club, Mark.
I didn't see the number. It's okay.
Sorry, guys. We forgot to double check our cameras here before we got going, but that's all right. We can work with it. So, I am Nick, for those of you that don't know, and I've got Mark here from our Champagne store. We're going to open up a whole bunch of set booster boxes for Brothers of War. And this is a little bit different this time around because we can open these ahead of pre-release, which seems odd. But we can also sell singles and individual packs and stuff, so...
I'm excited about it. Friday, it's all on the table.
Yep. So, like, Friday you can pick up packs, boxes, bundles, commander decks, the whole shebang. But yeah, tonight we're going to do 6 set booster boxes. And
let's go for it. As Nick was talking earlier, usually we're used to having seen these already in pre-release, but this is going to be a first look for a lot of us.
Lands, commons, uncommons. So there's some of the...
Yeah, there we go. Soul Guide Lantern in retro art with a fortified beachhead.
Yeah,
a lot of really cool lands around this time at Rare that deal with certain creature types. This one's going to deal with soldiers.
There's some real good soldier stuff here.
Cloud Key in retro.
First
and Titania's Command already. This thing's going to be a bomb for sure. Choosing to, take 2/2/2s or put a bunch of 1/1s on. I love exiling a target player's graveyard and gain a life for each card exiled this way.
Yeah.
That's a sweet ability as well. Alright, coming in with the Mindbreaker, one of the new Unearthed cards. Nice to see Unearthed come back as a mechanic. It's a really functional, interesting mechanic.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I feel like Unearthed is hard to really do in Commander, but maybe with a couple extra adds
and a Semblance Anvil. So we're going to be seeing a lot of retro foil.
Yeah.
Battlefield Forge for this set to complete the cycle.
So many of these... What are those?
Oh, the new prototypes?
Yeah,
the prototypes are amazing. Okay, here we go. Starscream, Power Hungry, in the probably hard to find non-foil.
Yeah.
So real quick, for those of you who haven't seen yet, we are going to see some Transformers cards. Starscream is going to be a two-sided card with more than meets the eye of cost 3. And, of course, he flies. Whenever you draw a card, if you're the Monarch, target opponent loses 2 life. And then whenever one or more creatures deal combat to you, convert Starscream. Now, the other side of it's hilarious. Unwinding Clock's actually gotten to be quite a few dollars now. It's just really nice to see a reprint of that card. And then how about this old school return for Colossus of Sardia? Remember that being like one of the biggest power creatures ever at one time. Let's see. So Starscream on the back, the Seeker Leader, has Flying Menace Haste 2/3. And whenever Starscream deals combat damage to a player, if there's no Monarch, that player becomes a Monarch. You just want to usurp somebody.
I really like that they push the Monarch into almost all, or it seems like a lot of these Transformer cards.
Yeah, it's going to be very fun. And I think Monarch's a good role for some of those as well.
Yeah. Ooh, look at that guy.
Starscream, a lot of people says is one of the best ones.
Ooh,
nice.
Full Art Mountain.
Yeah, that's sweet. Foundry Inspector, and a Deathbloom Ritualist. Now, I'm going to try to put a couple of these new fellows up top here. There we are. Yeah, definitely a potentially strong card. This Deathbloom Ritualist and some kind of card that feeds your graveyard is going to start adding a lot of mana. It's got old school
liquid metal,
millstone, and a liquid meta coating, and a foil liquid meta coating. Okay, sweet. Along with Mechanized Warfare. Another really good ability that we're starting to see in some Commander decks, kind of starting with Torbren, was this Mechanized Warfare effect, such that, oh man, just an opening machine here. Such that it's another one that's going to have 1 more damage get dealt by red sources.
Red source. Oh, there's another one.
There we go. Okay, here we go. Jetfire,
Black.
the ingenious scientist.
There's a pack for you.
We have a Brotherhood's End. I'm going to leave this up here for people to read for a minute. but I want to see my Transformer guy.
Yeah.
So, okay.
That was
Jetfire.
Transformer, Brother's End, and Black Blade all in the same
Yeah, that was a
pack.
sweet pack for sure. Oh, nice. Yeah, you can start using mana to cast artifact spells with him, and of course he converts to the Air Guardian, and also has Adapt.
Yep.
Tyrant of Kerr Ridges. We see a dragon at rare or mythic in most sets now, and let's take a look at this one. This one has a classic fire-breathing kind of ability. You can use as much red as you want to increase his power, and also when he enters the battlefield, deals 4 to any target, so that's really nice as well. Painful Quandary is a nice reprint. I've been really excited by the reprints here. Blaster, Combat DJ, heck yeah, okay.
Coalition Relic in the same
Coalition
pack.
was a really nice pull as well. And then Blaster, the Morale Booster as well, with a modular effect. Yeah, Painful Quandary gets new art this time around. Precursor Golem, Self-Assembler, and Rootwire and Amalgam. Let's take a look at
Joy
this.
is probably the
Joy
least
Run
exciting
as
thing in the pack.
as a bonus here from... Okay, nice. Let's see. These are a couple new mythics here, so we'll take a look at those for a second. Let's see. So the Rootwire Amalgam is one of these prototypes. I think the prototypes are really powerful. I think that some of them are very aggressively costed.
Oh yeah, very
And
much.
so this one you can put out at 2 mana and still get all these sweet abilities. Or if you have the mana later in the game, I think a lot of drafts you're going to see these things just drop as their
the other
main
thing I
form.
really like is even if you put them out as their 2, usually, at least on most of them, that second ability, the main ability, is still really worthwhile doing when you have the mana to do it.
Absolutely. So let's see. We have a Llanowar Waste reprint, a Millstone in the foil retro, and a Sigil of Valor. I think it's worth mentioning this Ultra Dementia here has been a really hot card. A lot of commander lists are coming back to playing it. It's a great potential win condition, or at least a way to feed your graveyard. And it's nice to see that it's back and in the really fun retro art. Ashnod's another one that really needs a reprint as well. We're starting to see those dry up from time to time, and definitely kind of well over $10 as well for that one.
Signed art
Nice.
card.
One of the signed art cards. Very cool.
Ooh, there we go.
Got Swiftfoot
Pretty
boots in the retro.
Swiftfoots.
Nice. And a Mishra. Okay, this is the rare version of Mishra. Some of you know that we're going to see different versions of some of these characters, such as Mishra and Urza. But this one's pretty cool. It gives all of your permanents ward with the effect that you had to sacrifice a permanent.
Stasis Coffin.
Stasis Coffin, very nice. Protection from everything till the end of the next turn. Yeah, that can be bad. I'm sure no one will bring that back from a graveyard or anything. At least it's legendary.
Yeah, yeah. Ivory Tower.
Nice. It's classic.
Titania. Nice.
Okay, so this
Druid's
is the
Call.
mythic version of Titania, so I'm going to make sure to focus on this card a little bit. We do have the potential of a flip card, so I'm going to set this aside, and we'll bring it back when we see the card that Titania
Staff.
can be merged with.
Soul Guide. Kayla's Reconstruction. Tanos. And then we have a list card.
Dispersal Technician, alright.
A disappointing list card.
It's alright.
They
Still
can't
a
all be
fine
winners,
pack.
right? Ooh. There's a foily full art.
This Kayla's Reconstruction's interesting. We're starting to see quite a few really good white commander cards. It's really been happening since Smothering Tithe. And, Mission Bauble, nice.
Another Tanos.
Couple of good ones. And what you see here with the Kayla's Reconstruction, you can look at 7 cards when it comes out, and you can find artifact or creature cards. So, like, really taking advantage of these low mana drop kind of cards.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times as white decks, you know, like you just feel as though you can't get enough cards, and this one's just going to dump a ton of low mana cost things out in your hand. So we have Goblin Charbelcher, a classic, kind of a center card from some legacy decks back in the day, maybe a little modern. So you got another dog. We definitely have some people doing some dog tribal these days. This one looks like another fun one.
Here's a solid pack. Hercules, Final Meditation, Precursor Golem, and RC.
Absolutely. So RC, the Sharpshooter, is our newest Transformer. So let's take care of the important stuff first. Where we can flip to the other side of it with the Acrobatic Coupe.
There's just so many. I'm really surprised at the sheer number of these.
The final
Old borders that we're
Hercules
getting.
Final Meditation is a really interesting card in which you can find yourself spending. You can do it as an instant, but it costs more. Or during your own turn, it's very castable, but it does end the turn as one of the effects. So very cool. It's a little more fair than some of the Cyclonic Rifts or what have you. Sorry, everybody who likes to take advantage of the board like that.
Steel Seraph.
Oh, Steel Seraphs is cool. This one's definitely a very cool. Actually, I'm really glad to see some of these class tokens, class cards back in those slots. But yeah, the Steel Seraphs is going to be a really cool one in drafts, I think. And we'll see if it finds its place in some other things as well.
Springleaf
Drums are really playable, absolutely.
Brushland.
Brushland.
We got one pack left, Mark. What is it?
Ooh. Let's go for an Argoth Sanctum of Nature. I want to see the with this Titania here.
Man.
Mightstone and the Weak Stone.
And Felidon.
The cards that will function as Urza's eyes.
Yeah.
So this one, if we can see that Mythic Urza, we'll bring that one back into play as well. And Feldon, the new version as well.
So that was box 1. We've got 5 more boxes to go.
But
do a little cleanup here between each box just to make sure we got plenty of room for stuff. Basic lands. Get out of here. Oily cards, you too. There's just a lot of stuff here.
While you sort, too. I'm going to put out the bottom half of the transformation of this Mightstone and Power Stone and Meek Stone. Mightstone, Weak Stone. There we go. I'm going to say it correctly eventually. Where we can see the effects of the Urza Planeswalker when it gets flipped. It is going to be pretty awesome. Where you can create soldier artifact tokens, exile any permanent. You can give all of your artifacts and planeswalkers indestructible, and then destroy all the non-lands.
Yeah,
it's pretty great. But I think a lot of people will just try to flip them and start drawing 2 cards and discarding a card.
It seems real good. Charbelcher.
There we go. Another Gamma Charbelcher and Northopter.
Steel Seraph. I feel like that's very similar to the fact that we had just a little bit ago.
I did not know we'd see quite so many of these retro artifacts. This is awesome.
Yeah, there's a ton of them.
And quite a few good rares, too.
I'm in the same boat. I didn't think they were going to be quite
Ultra Magnus, Tactician. It looks like he's a Naya commander. We have an Argoth Sanctum of Nature, so I'm going to show the rest of that card here in a moment. And then let's see him on the back here. There we go. The Armored Carrier. Whew. And we have a Precursor Golem. Kayla's Command.
Yeah.
Alright, here is Titania, Voice of Gaia, and Argoth, Sanctum of Nature. I'll put those together to show this awesome card with Vigilance, Reach, Trample, and Haste. And not only does it have power and toughness equal to the lands you control, but also you get to return the lands from your graveyard to the battlefield. And there will be many of them based on what the front cards do. So this is going to be a dominant card.
Another liquid metal coating, and there's an Urza.
Cool. That is the Mythic Urza.
Yep.
Oh, nice. Beak of Unrest as a special card. Oh, special shout out to Diabolic Intent coming back. Definitely a much-needed reprint. That's probably one of the 10 cards I most often get asked for that we can't always fulfill. So here is the full version of Urza Planeswalker when he has his Mightstone and Weak Stone.
Oh man, look at these. Pristine Talisman, Ichor Wellspring,
and the Hostile Negotiations.
Swiftfoot Boost.
Alright, so Swiftfoot Boost. Great picture on that one. And Liberator. Urza's Battlecopter here. His giant Thopter.
Yeah.
Not so much to start with a 1/2, but you can put 1/1 counters on Liberator. There's another Urza, Mishra's Bauble, and a Self-Assembler, as well as a new legend with Drafna.
Oh, well, that's just
here we go.
Right off the back.
All right, Cyclonus, the Saboteur in foil, and Cyclonus, Cybertronian Fighter.
Okay.
There we go.
Same pack with Staff of Domination, Burnished Heart, And
Simeon
Simulacrum.
Simulacrum.
Really good stuff here.
Elsewhere Flask, and a Siege Veteran.
Drought.
We're seeing a lot of really cool soldiers. This one's going to allow you to create a soldier artifact whenever a non-token soldier dies. And it's going to let you put a +1 counter on target creature control each combat.
Journeyer's Kite.
Another Brushland and a Journeyer's Kite.
Yeah. Man, we got a lot of cards here. Another Millstone.
Millstone's back.
Springleaf Drum. Thran Spider.
Alright, so Thran Spider's a new find here. Another cool reach card for all those spider decks out there.
Yeah.
Definitely making use of these Power Stones. And Draconic Destiny is Soulglide Lantern. Soulglide Lantern just desperately needed a reprint.
Yep.
It's just such a good sideboard card. And we see a mythic here with an enchantment aura from what do you have here?
Fancy art.
Oh, Mishra Tamer of
Cornucopia.
Macaw.
Death Bloom Ritual.
Cool, just opening rares all over town. That's awesome. Give all those artifacts in your graveyards unearthed with Mishra.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Fancy Llanowar Waste.
Llanowar Waste and Flood. That looks really
The
nice. in the
Jalen
extended
Tone.
art.
Another Urza.
And this is the rare Urza now.
Yeah.
So I definitely know somebody already making a deck out of this one where artifact creature control at +2/+2, and you pay 6 to create a token that's a copy of an artifact. So I definitely know there's a card out there that says something like, tap it for 1 plus the number of this card you have out.
Yeah.
It's going to be pretty monstrous.
Like
Ooh, a
Color
Gingittaxius
Lauren
OG
Gingittax.
version here.
Yeah.
The Core Augur.
Solid list.
And we
card.
also got one of the new legends as well. Quite a few of these kind of third path. This is Lauren of the third path.
Ratchet.
Lets you and a target opponent draw a card. Really interesting one. And one of these new rare
Israel
lands.
Keepers.
Nice. So this Hall of Tagsin is going to let you either add a mana of any color if you put a mana into it, or it can just give you a colorless, or you can pay 4 to create a tapped Power Stone. And remind everybody, the Power Stone is you can tap it to add a mana, the colorless mana, and it can't be spent to cast non-artifact spells. Bringing up a couple more for the next opener, we have Foundry Inspector and Misery's Shadow.
Ooh, there we go. Chrome Lantern.
Chromatic Lantern. Urza's Command.
That Chrome Lantern looks real good.
Yeah, this Misery Shadow's me really nice. A very low drop with the ability to increase +1/+1 for any color mana. And if a creature an opponent controls would die, exile instead. Mystic Forge, we ask for that one all the time. And there is a Perennial Behemoth, another one of these really strong unearthed cards. We've seen a lot of unearthed in green this set,
Yep.
which is pretty cool as well.
I think
Also,
that's
it lets
rare.
you play your lands from your graveyards. That's a pretty cool one. And then an Underground River in that really fancy art. And then Thorn of Amethyst, another just really strong artifact. We'll have to make some room for some others here with a foil Sigil of Valor and a Soul Partition.
That was quite the hot pack.
Oh yeah, Thorn of Amethyst is a really good card.
Sundering Titan.
Sundering Titan. Harbin
Foil
and a
Brushlands.
foil extended art Brushland.
We are bound to have all the Brushlands you could ever want here. Oh man. There's a lot more of the full art lands than I thought there would be too, to be honest with you.
Yeah, we're getting a pretty good number of them, but it might just be your lucky
Mishra's Foundry. Yeah, just how I pull
Mishra's
things.
Foundry back in Standard is really cool. I like seeing that and that Monastery Swift Spear, just some of these fast, aggressive cards I think will speed up Standard a little bit. Give people the chance to really go after their opponent.
Hajar. Loyal Bodyguard.
Another really cool one. This one's a 3/3 for 2 mana, and you can sacrifice it to make your legends indestructible at the end of the turn and give them +1/+0. You got an Urza's Workshop with some metal craft ability, very cool. And then we have this new legend here, the Dig Site Mentor. Adaptive Automaton, Chromatic Star, and Clay Champion, as well as a Mouth of Ronom from the list slot. We've definitely gotten a couple cool rares from the list already. But here's that Clay Champion. A little better look at that one. So we have the RC Sharpshooter. Helm of the Host, another great one in that retro spot. And the Rootwire Amalgams. You've opened a couple mythics in a row here, Nick.
Yep.
I'm going to seize. I know it's an uncommon, but one that I'm really glad to see. Another one that gets asked for all the time. Mishra's Bauble. Okay, we've got almost a set of those now. I think we got
we're
3.
getting real close.
Keep opening those Mishra's Baubles.
This is the last pack in this box.
All right. This was a really strong box. I think a good number of mythics, including a couple of the top ones. Yes, Clay Champion is pretty cool, giving you 3 1/1 counters on it for each 2 mana. And it has an X, so it's open-ended. And also, you can, for the white mana you spend, put counters on other things.
Just doing a little cleanup before we get into our third box. At the end of that, we'll be right at the halfway mark too, so plenty of good stuff still to come, hopefully.
I don't know, I think that second one might have been even better than the first one. We got that
pretty
Urza in
good.
there, got that Foil Transformer, a couple really good ones.
Part of me wonders if like the non-foil Transformers will be more expensive because they're
It's
more
possible.
rare.
It's possible. They're probably not going to show up in that form as often in the collector
Yeah.
packs. It's very possible.
All right, starter box 3.
All right, here we go.
I feel like we haven't hit a lot of the really big cards from the actual set yet.
Yeah, we've definitely gotten a couple of mythics, but we're looking for a couple as well. So we have a Soul God Lantern again, and here is another of those Argoth Saint of Nature. You need to flip that Titania with. And we got the Banalish Infantry. Sweet. Get that banding in there. Another Extended Art Underground River. One of the multiverse is a really strong one. I'm going to put that one up now. Although we do also have In the Trenches here, which is cool as well. Kind of a both an emblem and the ability to exile something when you bring up your mana higher. That's going to be like a really strong card.
Another liquid metal coating.
In a draft, for example. Let's see, Gwenna, put that one over here. So some of these enchantments in blue, you know, I've seen a number of them. Oh, nice. At 7 or 8 get cast. This one is an 8 mana cost, and it's going to let you play lands and cast spells at the top of your library, which of course you get to look at in order to do so. And you can also cast spells from your hand or the top of your library without paying the mana cost once a turn. So yeah, you paid 8 already. Mishra's Bauble in foil this time with retro. That looks phenomenal.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to pick up well on the camera, but man, it looks good here in person.
We're going to try. It's not going to work. That's all right. There we go. All right. Stone Brain.
As opposed to
this one's a few bucks. This one's a pretty decent card at rare. One of those mean cards that you get to start looking through your opponent's stuff. Look through their graveyard, hand, and library for up to 4 cards with that name. And then we have Battlefield Forge and Extended Art. We've seen for the first time here.
I think there's
as well as a mythic. Here we go, Platoon Dispenser. Yep, first one finding this one. So it's an artifact, but it has white in its unearthed cost and its activation, where you can make colorless soldier artifact creature tokens. Mind's Eye, cool. Always a great card. And then finally, our first Saheeli Filigree Master.
Oh, there we go.
Ramos Dragon Engine. Okay, this is a really good start to this box.
Urza's Command.
Urza's Command.
Alright. That Ramos, man.
I know, right? He's an all-time great commander, all-time great dragon.
He is the house. Black Blade.
Black Blade Reforged. A Teething Wormlet.
Sigil.
Nice. And a Sigil of Valor.
So many rares and mythics.
I could definitely see
Mesmeric
this.
Orb,
Mesmeric Orb, very nice.
Lantern,
And a Chromatic Lantern.
Urza, Sophia.
Wow, there we go. A number of different rares in that one from this set and others. Nice pull on that one.
I do my best. I always pull better for the store than I do when I'm opening.
Thorn of Amethyst again,
So.
and Battlefield Forge.
Yeah. Some of these art cards are really fantastic this time too. Ivory Tower.
Phyrexian Dragon Engine. Very cool.
I thought that one looks really neat.
Yeah, this is one I'm going to set aside until we see a Mishra claimed by Gix, but it's a very strong card. With such a low mana cost double striker.
Yep.
Let's see what we have here. Oh, there we go. Extended art to Fairy Temporal Pilgrim. And a Misery Shadow. And why not a foil haul? Yeah, this effect for Teferi, where every time you draw a card, you put a loyalty counter on. I mean, the sky's the limit with that kind of card. And the Mishra's Bauble. Mechanized Warfare.
Don't worry, when I play pre-release, I'll open nothing good, so it'll be fine. It all evens out.
It's all going to happen here.
Yeah, all the good luck comes out here.
There we go. Another Unwinding Clock
Another
and
liquid metal
coating.
Taxian Puppeteer.
Taxian Puppeteer. Yeah, some of these cards with the when you draw your second card each turn, this was pretty cool. When you draw your second card each turn, do what Shieldred does. Each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life.
Another RC.
An RC.
Burnished Heart again.
Burnished Heart. Very cool.
Hercule, Master Wizard.
Let's see Hercule for the first time.
Yeah. Ooh, there's a token for one of the foil full art lands. Nice. Soundwave.
Soundwave, the Sonic Spy, and he is in Esper colors, and can be flipped to be Soundwave Superior Captain. And yes, of course, he does create Ravage and Laserbeak.
So that pack
He is mythic.
Adaptive Automaton and Blast Zone.
Nice.
Adaptive Automation. Right?
Showing off visions of Phyrexia as well here. Nice to see Blast Zone back. Definitely a very used card. Diabolic Intent. Again, I'll be happy with any
Good
number
old
of those.
Gnawbone.
Old Gnawbone is in that.
List card,
Oh my
apparently.
gosh! Wow, that is an awesome pull.
Pretty happy.
Definitely turned out to be the top dragon of that group, and there were a lot of good ones. We have a Takosia's Welcome, as well as another list card, Michiko Kanda. You've done really well on your list cards this box.
I feel like we've gotten a lot of them too. Wellspring.
And a lot of rares as well. The Perennial Behemoth and a Mishra's Helix. Haven't seen that one for a while. Pay X and tap it to tap X lands. You can really mess with some people with that. I would never do that.
Why would you do something?
Let's see. Maze Mind Tome and a Thranspire. As well as a Wake of Destruction, another rare list card. So you have a whole boatload of list rares right there.
Sigil of Valor, Fauna Shaman. I really like
Fauna
the new
Shaman is really
art
cool.
for that.
Great art, and definitely a card we could have used again. This is just a ton of fun to play with.
Yeah, that new art for Fauna Shaman is pretty solid.
Inspiring Statuary, and for the first time, we see this next
Flesh
mythic.
Gorger.
Yeah, buddy, the prototype. So you can bring it as a 3/3 Menace Lifelink with Ward, or a 7/5 Menace Lifelink with Ward. Pretty sure when that gets cast for 7, that's going to end a lot of games this weekend.
Yep. Howling Mind.
Howling Mind.
Grix Command.
You love to see it. And
to see it on your side. Yeah.
Oh, come on. It's a friendly card. Very friendly card. But nice that they brought back the old art for that one as well.
Yeah.
Scrap Trawler. Bet some people will be looking for the foil Howling Minds for sure.
Oh, yeah. Foil Old Art. Or Foil Retro Border, I guess, is the technical term for it. Foundry Inspector.
So, hey, that's the art I know.
Yeah.
Another
You call me old? Well, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, them's the breaks.
Alright, so we're coming to the end of our third
Definitely
box.
pretty cool, worth noting, this Gixis Command's last ability. Each opponent sacrifice a creature with the highest power among creatures they control. That is a really nice one-sided effect. I'm going to have to put that in a commander deck here.
Hey, Mark, you know what this goes in?
Oh my, we've got a bird. Look out. I heard a rumor that if someone wants to borrow Nick's bird deck, they do have to sound the attack.
That is accurate.
Okay.
If you're going to attack with the bird deck, you have to caw before you actually attack.
There you go. He will yank it from your hand right there if you don't follow the rules.
You automatically lose if you don't caw before attacking with a bird deck.
Another really powerful high mana cost blue card, this Temporal Anchor.
Oops, sorry. Yeah, the Temporal Anchor is pretty interesting.
Definitely a really interesting scry-based card. We'll see if some people make some use of that one.
Ooh. Don't worry, I'm just hitting cameras and stuff. It's not a big deal.
Alright, that's the halfway point then.
That is halfway. We got 3 more boxes to go. And hopefully a lot of big pulls still to come. We'll see. Those first couple boxes have been pretty nice, though. So.
Absolutely.
One, two, three. Let's see what we can pull here. Oh, let's get this camera back to right. There we go.
Okay.
Ooh, Foil Island. Soul Guide Lantern.
That's the Soul Guide Lantern. Probably gonna have some of these for people. Okay, here we go. Legions to Ashes. First time we've seen this one.
Yep.
It's another really nice white-black removal card. Exile a target non-land permanent and all the tokens that are like it. And we have a
Speaking of a foil Howling Mine.
Foil Howling Mine. It
It
is really nice. Very cool. I'll show you some additional details on this one here if you can catch them by chance. Semblance Anvil. And a Titanium's command.
Bane of Progress.
Bane of Progress. Nice catch on that one. That one is going to be our first rare, apparently of many, in the
list spot.
In the list slot.
Jalen's Tome, Fateful Handful, and Bajora.
Yeah, this Bajora is the first time I've seen this one. This one is looks like one of those specials. Sweet.
Ivory
Oh,
Tag.
goading creatures. Yeah, these are hilarious. And Transmogrant's Crown. Second time we've seen that one. That's right. I guess we had one more before.
Revoker,
First Revoker.
Foundry,
Might
Mightstone,
Stone
Meatstone,
and the Weak Stone.
and a Smokestack to finish off.
Smokestack, nasty. All right, we've seen that Thorn of Amethyst and a Smokestack. We've got everything we need.
Yep. While we're not hitting the big cards from this set, we're hitting all the big list cards somehow. Bonesaw. Toskia's Welcome.
This will be nice. We're seeing a lot of these cards where white's actually having some ability to draw cards. This one taking advantage of when low mana costs come into play.
Sigil, Ichor Wellspring, and Temporal Anchor.
Also nice because a lot of the white cards that do that are creatures. They all get board wipe, but this one is an enchantment.
Yep.
Maybe a little harder to remove in most cases.
In pre-release, for sure.
Right? Yeah, no kidding. All right, a
Chrome Star.
Woodcaller Automaton and a Razorlash Transmogrant. Very cool. There we are. Another sweet prototype card. Although, I don't know. If you can do it, maybe cast it for the 8/8. All right, well, Lost Dreams is really nice to see a reprint of that one.
Mechanized
And a
Warfare.
Mechanized Warfare. Again, a card that I think we're going to see. I think that's going to be one of the main ways Red gets played in the near future, is as more and more support comes out for this kind of building style of Red. Starscream and a Mishra's Bauble.
In the Trenches.
Another Mythic. Well done, sir.
Just hitting them all right now. Foil Mountain.
Oh, that's the other picture. Very nice.
Yeah.
Looks like
I do like the full arts here.
Sculpting Steel, Fortified
There's a hot
Beachhead,
pack.
and a Jetfire in foil.
Jetfire.
Yeah, buddy. I like that. Just the old school pictures, man. These are great.
Yeah, it's not like
These are the like mid '80s.
Welcome to being old. It's the
Here
stuff
we
that
go.
we grew up with.
Throne of
Right?
Amethyst, Swiftwood Boots, and a Rootwire Amalgam. So another Mythic for Nick. Another strong green prototype card.
I missed. We have a couple of the art
very
cards.
nice. Couple signed art cards. Yeah, the art cards have gotten better and better. Those are amazing.
Altar,
Dimension.
Sigil of Valor, Stasis Coffin. And just as a reminder, all these
the Uncommon
cards,
Mishra.
yeah, the Uncommon Mishra. All these cards will be available for sale this weekend, pre-release weekend, at our Springfield location. So, if you see something you want, let us know, and we will try and set it aside for you here. Ornithopters.
Sweet.
There's the other Mishra. Pillaging Horde.
Pillaging Horde. Oh yeah, get some of the portal cards in here. Digging deep now.
We've got a lot of list cards in these boxes, man. A lot. Like, I know they're not supposed to be super rare. Burnished Heart again. It's just another card that...
Oh, here we go. Foil Extended Art Underground River.
I know that the Old Border...
Ultra Magnus.
Keening Stone.
And a Keening Stone.
Visions of
Nice.
Phyrexia. And
I think
another
first time
card.
we've seen the Keening Stone. There's this Cittanul Hierophant. Very cool. Where all of your creatures get the ability to tap for a green mana.
Self-Assembler. Mishra's Command.
Yeah, we're still waiting to see that really big X and 2 green spell that gives you a bunch of little Dryad Arbors.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Yep, absolutely. This one looks like it's from the Commander deck only here. Or the Commander series only.
Ooh. That's not what I'm
Arch
talking
of
about.
Android. Ooh, my
Foil
lord. Okay.
Urza.
Yeah, the
Prince of
rare foil extended art Urza Prince of Krug. Preacher's Gold. And an Argoth.
It's our third or fourth Argoth there, I think.
And our third one, yeah.
Yeah. These packs do tend to take a little bit longer just because they're...
Well, they don't always put the commas and uncommas
Yeah.
first and second, right? When
It's just that you could have 3
Ashnod,
rares, you could have 4 rares.
Flesh Mechanist.
Domination Staff,
Domination.
Spring Relief, Diabolic Intent.
The Diabolic Intent. I think it's our third one of those.
Yeah.
Glad to see it.
So we got pre-release this weekend, Mark. Oh, Jetfire.
Yeah, for sure. The Champagne Store is running events at 7 o'clock,
Nice.
Saturday noon, and Sunday at 2. And then we do have an opportunity to play Two-Headed Giant Saturday at 5 o'clock.
And that's at Champagne, yep.
That's right. Yep, for the Champagne Store. How about Springfield?
Springfield, we're doing 6:30 Friday, 1 and 6:30 on Saturday, and then 1 o'clock on Sunday. They're all 1v1 this time around.
Awesome. So we finally see the Great Worm here,
Yeah.
one of the really big cards this set at Mythic. Big 7/6 Trampler for 6. Whenever a land enters the battlefield, create a tap Power Stone token. It is going to be mighty indeed.
Yeah, that's our first. I think that's our first big rare from this. I could be completely wrong. Oh, we've had.
Oh, we had that big Urza,
Urzas.
for example. Yeah, absolutely. The Titania. But yeah, this one might be. It's right around the top card right now. I know it's kind of teetering between
1 or
2 or 3
2,
cards.
yep.
And it's Skystrike Officer.
Pretty good pull so far. Ichor Wellspring.
Grand Spider. And there we go. We have
Ashnod
the Uncaring in retro foil. It looks phenomenal with the old kind of
Yeah.
F&M symbol on it and everything. That's sweet. It's a really awesome
Foundry Inspector, Millstone,
Gracious card.
Portal to Phyrexia.
Portal to Phyrexia, another big mythic.
We just were talking so much trash, this box
Right,
decided to
right.
show up for
Yeah,
us.
I know, right?
There we go.
Yeah, each opponent sacrifices 3 creatures when this thing comes into play.
That's
You gotta
what
find a way to get them 9
Uh,
mana, but they're out there right now, both in green and in just in colorless. And Argosian Elder. And a Kayla's Reconstruction.
Last pack for this box. We got 2 more to go.
Yeah, just awesome. You kill a ton of creatures with that Portal for Phyrexia, and they start bringing them one by one back into play
Yep.
under your control. It's a
Thank
pretty
you.
sweet one.
Yeah, I'll take all of
I'm
your
looking
good
forward to
stuff.
seeing what colors this ends up in, like what kind of decks
Yeah.
this ends up in.
How does it really push it?
Because if you can find a way to do 9 mana, it's gonna and stay alive for a while, it's just gonna keep on bringing you more and more power.
Oh yeah. Little cleanup here before we get into our last two. I feel like we've gotten some good stuff so far.
Yeah, Ashnod definitely the newest of the really cool legends that makes sacrifice even more powerful.
Mm-hmm.
So that could be very cool.
She's red-black.
Red, black, blue.
Oh.
Those are Grixis colors.
Okay.
You get to copy abilities that weren't mana abilities as long as you sacrifice permanents to do it.
Nothing like getting rid of a power stone to get a good ability.
Right. All right, now the Transformer, Blaster, the Combat DJ, and a Platinum Angel.
And
Cool,
I think
first
that's
one we've
a
seen of that.
rare pack to start it
Yeah,
off.
Queen Kayla and the Deathbloom Ritualist in foil. That's a hot pack to start.
4 rares to start. I'll take that. There's Gix.
Ooh, Gix at Mythic. All right. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to one of your opponents, its controller may pay a life to draw a card. And a big cost 7 ability to discard X cards, exile the top X. You can play the ones and cast spells from among them without paying mana cost. So for a 3 cost, pretty powerful creature.
I want to see that thing.
We'll definitely
in a deck
see it in
with
Commander.
Myriad. Yeah.
Wait, what's that?
I want to see that thing in a deck with Myriad.
Yeah, for sure. Another Ashnod's Altar. I mean, it's the second one we found of that so far. Another Beachhead. Got another one of those good prototype cards, this time using white mana.
Jetfire.
Jetfire's back.
Felidon.
The new Feldon.
Foil Force. That thing looks
Nice.
good.
Yeah, this force is probably my favorite so far of the lands we've seen.
Self-Assembler and Urza.
Urza Lord Protector, another mythic.
Oh, and an Aura Thief.
Aura Thief, why not? What's
Yeah.
one Aura Thief between friends? But yeah, very cool. There we are. Gain control of all the enchantments when he's put in the graveyard from play.
Swifties.
Swiftfoot Boots.
Mishra's Foundry.
And Mishra's Foundry.
You got Factory and Foundry now?
Yep, absolutely. It's be pretty nice being able to put a bunch of
RC
those in the same
again.
deck.
Thanos. Archway Angel.
Cool. Oh, that was the list card.
Yeah. We haven't had enough good list cards out of this box just yet.
Yeah, we've had to get get stuck with
Millstone,
mythic cards from
Yeah,
this
I
set.
mean, just the best mythics. We're good.
Painful Quandary. Take as many of those as I can get.
Yeah. Oh, man. Mishra's Bobble again. Battlefield Forge.
Nice. Keep on pulling those Mr. Bobbles.
Yeah.
Why not?
That's at least our third one, if not our
Oh,
fourth
I think
one.
more. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we got at least a set now.
Working play sets of Mishra's Bobble. Why not, right? Sigil of Valor.
Just this Painful Quandary is one of the meanest cards out there. I'm glad to see we
Elder.
have another one. Another Argothian Elder.
It's a second.
Second one of that list. Yep.
Yeah.
You don't see that too often, but we are opening six boxes this time.
Yeah. Burnished
And
Heart
the
again.
Sardian Avenger, along with the Transmogrant. And here is one of those. I think
Commander.
this is a Friends Forever card, right?
I
Yep,
think so,
okay.
yeah. Another full art land. Quietest Spike.
Quite a spike.
Visions. The foil Rust Golem. Pretty
Always
solid.
like Quite a Spike
Goliath.
as a sleeper equipment.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's a very fun one. Whether you're doing unblockable or just a pretty cool flying commander or whatever else you happen to have. All right.
Howling Mine.
Howling Mine.
And Mishra's Command. Howling Mines, man. That foil Howling Mine looks so
It was
good.
pretty sweet. Definitely kind of showcased the part of the art that's outside of the usual cards. That was really cool.
That's a nice little pack
Ultra
there.
Dementia, Blast Zone,
And
and
Goldbug.
Goldbug, humanity's ally. Prevent all combat damage to be dealt to attacking humans you control.
Yep.
And you can convert Goldbug to the Scrappy Scout.
This has been a solid pack.
Yeah,
Blitzwing, Scrap Trawler, Fauna Shaman.
Fauna Shaman. And then the Blitzwing here, Cruel Tormentor. There we go. There's your flipped, the Adaptive Assailant.
Gix's Command.
Big tank. Sweet. Gix's Command.
About halfway through this box now, maybe a little more than half. We've already hit some big ones, though.
Probably seen our best overall number of mythics from the set in this one.
Another Great Worm.
Great Worm.
Yeah.
And Titania. This one looks like it is the Commander deck version. Yeah, the Commander version. Let's see.
Swiftfoot Boots. Gwenna. The Eyes of Gaia. I like that card. I don't know if it necessarily is.
Well, it's definitely a really strong mana
play,
producer.
yeah.
It could go in an elf deck. It's a legend in its own right.
Yep.
And it's one of those nice ones where when you start casting big spells,
You're gonna need it.
It's gonna let you untap it. You know, it's probably more important than the +1 counter, and you're gonna you get to start feeding the beast, get more and more mana when you put big cards out. That's really nice.
Pristine Talisman, Over the Top, Foil Visions of Phyrexia. Pretty solid.
A little something for you Stallone fans out there, Over the Top.
We're also getting a lot more of the full art lands than I thought we might get. Another Thopter there.
Well, the ones we got last set went right away.
Oh,
I'd say if those are a thing you're interested in,
Don't
come in on Friday, come again on Monday after we trade for some more, but get them early because I think, there's people who want to get their sets together and they'll never give them up.
Yeah.
Well, the Multiverse, another one of those really nice mythics, and the Unwinding Clock. Yeah, the Unwinding Clock has been one of the more powerful cards in the kind of blue artifact decks, but finally, a Worm Coil Engine in the retro art. That is a heck of a pull, and I think that probably makes this, what is this, the honorary best box already?
Yeah, it's pretty close, yeah.
I don't know, box
Cloud
4 with new
Key.
stuff, but this one's got a little bit of everything.
Pristine Talisman,
Talisman
and
and
Foil. Yeah. I really like the Retro Frame foils. They look a lot better than I thought they would.
Yeah, they look really nice.
Millstone.
There we go.
That's
Another
name we haven't
mythic,
had
Blade Coil Serpent. Bring that one up
Hopes.
and Dash Hopes. All right, yeah. See, get it? It dashed your hopes because that was your
I
list
thought I was
card.
going to get a list card.
Right.
No, it's dashed.
Oh, man.
Phyrexian Revoker.
Revoker.
Surge Engine.
Surge Engine, another mythic.
Foil Bobble.
And a foil bauble.
Oh, we'll just throw a factory in there too. Why not?
Vicious Factory.
It's a nice little pack. There's another art signed card. We got a decent number of those in this.
Yeah, this Blade Coil Serpent that just, if you have the mana for it, all the effects you can get out of it are just crazy. Might Stone the Weak Stone.
Yep.
Back. Yeah, draw cards, make your opponents discard cards, give it trample, haste, +1/+0, some number of times.
Last pack.
Do all
in
these
this
Power
box.
Stones, we're going to see some pretty big cards
Yeah.
get cast in Standard and in some of these pre-releases, I think.
Bonesaw, Gixian Puppeteer,
Nice.
and Tireless Provision.
Transversion.
Okay. That is the end of
I
box
end
5.
up getting to see the trailer for the Brothers War set. Very cool with Teferi
Yeah.
and Ajani.
Yeah,
Fun
going at it.
scene, kind of a battle. It's
Yeah.
really a pretty action-packed beginning, and I think it really kind of gives a good taste of what the set's going to be about.
Long place.
Be sure to check it out if you haven't.
Yeah. Should be out there at pretty
Yeah,
much
they've
everywhere.
done some really good trailers, and this one luckily came out before the pre-release.
Yeah.
Sometimes they were so hard on them, and you don't see them until after the
Release
set started.
weekend
But
or
this
something,
one's out there, and it's awesome.
All right, last box for tonight. Anything you want to see in this box that we haven't popped yet, Ryan?
Ooh, yeah. I would like to see Mishra claimed by Gix.
Because you want to show that?
Or that X and 2 green that makes all the Dryad Arbors. One of those two.
Yeah. For sure. See if I can make that happen for you.
Terra Ballista. I don't know if we've seen that
It's
one
our
yet.
first
And then an
Arcane
Arcane Proxy. So we're still seeing... So it just seems that there are a lot of good Mythics this set. Obviously, Mythics are supposed to be pretty strong, but another really high mana cost. But it's a prototype, so you could bring it in for less if you want to.
Ooh, Optimus
There we go.
Prime.
Optimus Prime Hero.
There's
who,
a hot
of course,
pack.
flips into the truck.
Yep.
Autobot Leader.
Brushland in that pack, along with Psychosis Crawler.
All right. I guess that's justice, I suppose. It balances out for the Optimus Prime, but really a Vulpine Goliath. Okay.
Hey, all
Troll.
those cards can't be Helm
All right.
Runs. Chrome.
Chromatic Lantern. There we go.
Gwenna. Ooh. Foil Mind Maze Tome.
That's pretty good. Pretty good box so far. Between the Proxy, Chromatic Lantern, Optimus Prime, already some really nice stuff. Mind Maze Tome, and a Platinum Angel.
I think that's another solid pack.
Yep. Oh yeah, we got a lot of winners already. Yep,
This
absolutely.
box is ready to deliver today. Oh, man, we can hit some more big ones from the actual set that aren't list cards. Blast Zone.
We got a Blast Zone.
Spoils of Adventure.
Spoils of Adventure is our list card. One of those party cards.
Danfo. Drafna.
Yeah, I'm sure no one's gonna do something really ugly with that card and artifacts.
Yeah. That's going to be a fun one.
You know,
to
this
watch.
kind of artifacts that maybe you cast again, draw cards again, things like that.
Yeah. There's no artifacts that do that. Sigil of Valor.
And
Death
the
Bloom.
Death Bloom Rituals.
Dragon's
Approach. I'll take it. Know a couple guys who could use that card. All right.
Yeah. Man, a lot of signed art cards too. I feel like normally we
Gonna
get one or
take
two.
this
in a
one back
case.
to Champagne. I know a guy. All right, Rune Champ's Pike and a Draconic Destiny. Another mythic we're seeing for the first time here.
Ooh. Mystic
Mystic
Egg.
Forge.
There's
And the
Urza.
rare Urza. Yeah, this Draconic Destiny is pretty sweet. You can just bring it back to your hand when the creature who has it dies, and they're gonna need to kill it because it's gonna be +1/+1 flying haste and put mana into it to make kill people. So it's pretty sweet. And another Swiftfoot Boots. Keep them
Yeah.
coming.
Geology enthusiast.
So many Power Stone cards. I'm looking forward to seeing which ones find it in the
shake out,
decks
yeah.
and make those things really
Dragon
pop.
Engine.
Phyrexian Dragon Engine. I'm going to set this down face down so we can see the ability of the final flipped version of Mishra here. Got a Sundering Titan and
Plea
a
for
Hajar,
Power.
as well as a Plea for Power. Another great reprint.
Yeah. Overall, I think these boxes have all been pretty solid. I think that last one was
Still waiting to get
probably
my
the
first
winner.
extra turn out as Plea for Power, but hey, I'll take 3 cards for 4 mana, no big deal.
I
Just
think,
trying to make friends here and there.
I think
you know.
everybody who plays that card is waiting for their second turn.
Tarkassia, the Dig Site Mentor, a nice Bant commander with a really big payoff.
Ornithopter. Ooh.
And a Blade Coil Serpent, as well as the Mishra claimed by Gix. See, I was getting this card ready for
You
it.
were just...
Foil Mishra claimed by Gix. That was the one I wanted to see. I think this is going to be a sweet commander. I think it's good in basically anything. Kind of gives you that forcing for the number of attackers to have your opponents lose life. And let's go ahead and take a look at this full version here, since we have it all together. There we go. And then while we're at it, there's a bonus transformer. Prowl. A Stoic the Pursuit Vehicle. Sweet.
Keenstone.
Yeah, the Mindbreaker and a Keening Stone. Yeah, it's really nice. Not only when you enter the battlefield, but also when you attack. You choose 3 of this sweet list of abilities.
Another Another foil Koilos Rock going in the bird deck.
It's a 9/9. Of course, you might just decide to give your creatures, including itself, a menace and trample to the end of the turn, perhaps.
Seems okay. I think that definitely wins some games.
Yeah, it's been another sweet box here.
Smolder Slug.
That's Smolder Slug.
Molder Slug.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, at the beginning of each player's upkeep, they sacrifice an artifact.
I think it's hilarious that that's on the list.
I think it's funny because you have Power Stones, you probably have more than your opponents do. They have to lose good stuff. But yeah, it is funny that
in a
that's on
set
the
that
list.
is focused around a lot of interesting artifacts.
Underground River. I think we've almost seen more of the extended art than the regular art in these.
I would agree. There's been a lot of them for sure. Ooh, putting cards in the wrong stack. It's all good. Another Bone Saw.
And an Assembler.
Hall of the Bandit
Hall of the Bandit Lord. I'm glad to see that reprinted, even if it's just at the list slot. But yeah, that's definitely been one that's been hard to find lately, and it's a great commander card.
Another Bobble. Kicks Command. Last third of the box here.
A lot of balance. I'd have been happy with just about every box we opened, I think.
Yeah. They were all pretty good. Some a little more good than others, but still.
Well, some of them had the new mythics. Some of them had some great list cards.
Yep.
You know, it's a little bit of everything. Some of them had the great like mythics at that retro slot. So yeah, it's been. Oh, here we go.
Quicksilver.
Quicksilver Amulet. Glad to see that in the Misery Shadow.
Yeah. All right. There's a Land of War.
Land of War Waste and Extended Arts.
Urza's Command.
Urza's Command.
Another Bobble. Fauna Shaman.
Fauna Shaman, nice. And an Urza Chief Artificer. Let me show that one on a Wasatora as a bonus.
Yeah.
There we go. So you get the affinity for artifact creatures.
Liquid Metal Coating.
Pretty sweet end step ability to make these artifact creatures with the construct artifacts with the Urza. And yeah, the couple of foil retro art cards we've seen for the gold cards have been amazing.
Another Charbelcher.
Helen Charm.
Behemoth. 3 packs left here. Oh.
Nice. Flame War, the Brash Veteran. Surge Engine. And then here's the back of Flame War, which is the Streetwise Operative.
Bike. Ooh. Fancy Blackblade.
Blackblade Reforged. That is really
Boundary.
cool. That's the only one we've seen of that one.
Legacy Weapon.
And a Legacy Weapon. Nice.
Last pack. This is the last pack of our final box. Let's see what we've got here. Ooh, okay. Siege Veteran.
All right, so we got a Commander only
Yeah.
and a Siege Veteran. Very cool. So another one we hadn't gotten yet.
Yeah. I think we hit some good boxes tonight.
Those were just front to back, very strong boxes.
Yeah.
I think that the bonus cards that are in here of much needed reprints
are
going to be great, and the new cards themselves are going to be tons of fun for decks and have some great art and things for collecting as well.
So everything we opened here, like I said, will be available on Friday at the Springfield location. Champaign
Except this Dragon's Approach and come back to Champaign.
But yeah, pre-releases this weekend. Definitely stop in and enjoy some fun with these new cards. See how they actually work in decks, everybody. Thanks for joining us.